So this is going to be an interesting monologue, which I haven't really done just yet. So it's maybe a little bit strange that I'm like talking into the camera now, or not. Let's see. And I'm just about to record my thoughts, I guess, because I was having this beautiful conversation with a friend of mine, and he's American. And one thing that he used to say, like, he just met this beautiful woman, and it's such a beautiful, special connection between the two of them. And yet, every time he talked about her and tells me everything that happened and what it feels and this and that, he refers to her as this girl. And it happened multiple times, and we're going through these different scenarios and analyzing a little bit, and how we can basically nurture this in the healthiest way possible. And then at some point, I was like, can I give you a reflection? Just something to think of, because I have many friends from the States. And it seems to be a little bit of like, that's just a language, and there might be a different meaning attached to these words. But I feel like there's a little bit of this energy of possession in there. It's like, my girl, oh yeah, my girl. And like, oh yeah, this is my. And I told him, like, whenever I have a partner or someone that I'm really interested in, it's never my girl or this girl. It's like her name, whatever her name is, you know? And it's such a big difference, because if I talk to my friends and I'm sharing a story that I had with this beautiful woman, and I just refer to her as like, yeah, this girl that I was with, this beautiful thing yesterday going on with this beautiful girl, this dinner. And like, in essence, to me, like, this energy is not as pure and is coming from the heart personally. So I always refer to their names. Even when I would go with my partner somewhere, I would just introduce her as like, oh yeah, this is Natalie. This is Julia. And never like, oh yeah, this is my girlfriend, or this is my partner, Julia. It's like, people can see this anyway. If they can't see this, like, almost like needing to share this, like, hey, this is my woman. It's almost like, I feel like, in this most healthy, stable, purest form that you can have with that woman, there's so much trust and faith, and you wouldn't even question. It's like, that's her, that's not her, my partner. It's her. And we're enjoying each other, we have this beautiful partnership, whatever that is, but it doesn't need to be explained. So I feel like if someone just refers to their partner as like, this woman, this girl that I was with, it doesn't necessarily create this most open-hearted exchange that can happen even when you're not with them. And I think that makes a big difference in the way how we approach that relationship as well, and how much do we protect ourselves, and how much do we keep our heart open and actually want to build this deeper connection. Because that connection doesn't just happen when I'm with this person for these few hours or these multiple times a week, for this limited amount of time, but all the space in between, it's available for you too, to connect, to build energetically, physically, maybe not so much, but with communication, with emotions, there's so much that can be translated in different versions and forms to build that connection, And if I refer to her in a more like distant kind of way, how much am I actually allowing it really to happen, in the most purest form? So yeah, I guess that was my monologue for today. I feel like I'm complete now. No, I just totally changed outfit, but there's a follow-up thought that I had to my other video that I just did, which is, we attach these different meanings to words. So I can also totally understand if someone says like, okay, this is my girl, I was with my girl there and there, that actually, like, the energy and the intention behind it is totally pure and it's nothing else. Because I can also see, I can say to a woman like, oh, come on, babe. And like, it's the most beautiful, heartfelt, like, version of like a babe you can imagine, and someone else would receive that babe as something derogatory or disrespectful. It's so important. What are the meanings that we attach to these words? And that actually is even more interesting now when you think about it in the relationship with partners. Because like, I can say things and I mean it in the most beautiful way, and if she has a very different meaning attached to the same phrase, to the same words, then that can cause a lot of conflict, right? But when we can both talk about this, and there's a version of, okay, now I really understand what you mean with that. Like, I can almost like reframe my version, my idea, my beliefs that I had about, or the energy that I had around these specific words, which is quite beautiful actually. And also it gives me, on the other hand, the opportunity to then like not use these words when I know what they trigger in someone else, or the reactions that it causes in someone else. So yeah, that was my follow-up on this one.